Well, hello there, my sewing friends. This is Friday Sews.
Woohoo!
I'm Jen, and this is my sewing room, and this is Friday Sews. And when we talk about sewing in life, click on the hashtag. It'll take you to all kinds of people that do it. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any of mine. Well, it's been a kind of busy last couple of days. So let's talk about sewing. I have been sewing t-shirts because I've been working on which one I like for a top that I need to go with a little striped skirt, elastic waist skirt, very cute. So I'm trying out a bunch of t-shirts to see which one I like so that I get it right the first time. All right, so I tried out Simplicity 9510. This is a pattern from 1996. And it was in my stash. I think I like this one the best, so I'm starting with the best. And I haven't hemmed anything yet. Just keep that in mind. That's why it looks so long. But, well, did this one I pin? No, I didn't pin this one up. I think this is a double brush poly. I had it in my stash. I think it was like a yard. So, looks like this. The thing I loved about this was the neckline. All you do is turn it under. Oh my gosh, that was wonderful. I don't know, maybe it worked because I had the right fabric, or I don't know, maybe the planets were all aligned or something, but I'll tell you what, I love this. I will wear this just no matter what, just to have it. All of these patterns had a bit of a curve going in on the side seams, and so I straightened all of them out. And I love the boxiness of this. I love the length of it, and I like the way it fits. I think this is the winner. So anyway, that was Simplicity 9510. I moved on to McCall's 6964, and that was this one. And this is a V-neck. And so, you know, once you put on one of these neck bindings for a V-neck, you know what? It's pretty much standard stuff. If you mark it right, put your pins in, line up your seam lines, you're what is it called? You're golden. Anyway, it looks like this. And this one I did pin up the hem. This is the first one I did. Now, I like this one, but it seemed like it fit kind of funny. And I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it. I think it was pulling through here, maybe a little bit. It was a shoulder seam issue. But this is a Palmer Pletsch pattern. I did nothing to it. It has lines on the pattern so you can do a full bust adjustment. It's got that kind of built in. They like to tissue fit, and I'm just thinking, what kind of madness is that? Because tissue pulls apart and tears. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I did nothing to the pattern because I thought it's a t-shirt. Why would I lower the apex? No, I'm not going to do that. So I didn't. So this is what I got, and I'm somewhat happy with it. I don't think it's the best t-shirt I've ever made. So let's move on from it because I need the best t-shirt I've ever made. So that was that one. Then I moved on to the Anything But Basic Tee. This is by Copper Creek Patterns. This thing is, talk about size inclusive. They've got men's sizes, every size, women's, every size, kids, every size. It is the all-purpose tee, and it'll fit everybody. So I was hoping that this would have a good result, and I think it did for the most part. Couple of things though about it. I had already cut it out, and apparently I did the scoop neck, and so it came down like that. Now this binding wants to roll to the outside, which is a common thing with me. I don't know what is going on with that. I think I need to stretch the binding and make it so it's smaller than the neckline, which is what I did, but I don't know. I don't know. It's a common thing, and one day I'll figure it out. But the thing I don't like about this one is that the shoulder seams, they come way back behind where a normal shoulder seam would be. And I didn't care for that really. I don't know. I don't know if I'll try this again with a higher neckline. That might make a difference, but I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, I'm iffy on this one. I like this one the least. So yeah, that's that one. So those were the 3 that I made. Now I do have one cut out. It is McCall's 8163. This is like active wear. It's a cardigan, a t-shirt, pants, and a skirt. You don't see the skirt on here. It's odd that they would have a skirt included with active wear, but I don't know. It's a long, straight, elastic waist skirt with slits on the side. So I wanted to try the t-shirt. You can do a tank top too, so sleeveless t-shirt, but I've got that laying, I've cut it all, traced it all off, and I've got the fabric for it laying here. So and this is going to be interesting because this is like, I don't even know which way everything's going. So scraps, what are you going to do? So there's that, and I'll probably do that later today because I'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, so I have 2 more that I might try. It depends. I think I would rather do the straight across neckline on the Palmer Pletsch pattern, which one? This one, McCall's. I think I might try the upper neckline. And this one, this doesn't give you neckline options, but man, I really like this, the way it fits. So that's a winner. I may try, depends on how lazy I want to be, McCall's 8493, which is a vintage 70s reprint. And it has this little top with an extended shoulder. It's got a cowl neckline, a collar, and a scoop. And then you can do a drawstring at the waist or at the bottom, or just leave it off entirely. Sleeve options, all kinds of things on here. So I will, obviously I'm looking for a t-shirt, so I just make that. And then the other one is Butterick 4052. This is from 1995. Oh, I have it right there. This is a wardrobe pattern, and the simplicity of this is what gets me every time I pull this pattern out. So it has a little t-shirt in it, and I don't know, I may give it a try. It looks like it's got some kind of a closure in the back. It's probably a keyhole neckline. I don't know, I'd have to look at the pattern instructions to see, but I don't know, I may or may not try this. Man, it looks good though. Anyway, so that's all the t-shirts I've been making. I have been talking about making a skirt out of khaki. I got this last week at Hobby Lobby. Okay. This was in the section where it's all upholstery fabrics. Home deck, all of it. On these long tubes. You know what I'm talking about when you go into a fabric store and you see these. And it's home deck fabric. And it said linen. So here I'm thinking, oh man, linen, that's fantastic. So I got it home. I was reluctant to wash it because it said to dry clean it. And I thought, okay, took a little piece, washed it, dried it, totally fine. So I threw it in the washer, threw it in the dryer, it was fine. I pressed it, got it all flat. One of you, I can't remember who, said, Jen, I always put the links to the fabrics I buy if I can find them. She said, I went to that link and that says it's cotton. And I said, what? Well, on the bolt, it said linen, but it did not say 100% linen. I asked the lady that was cutting it. I also looked on the end of the bolt myself. All it said was linen. So I'm thinking it's linen. Kind of a letdown, but yeah, it's still nice fabric. So do I really need for it to be linen? No, of course not. So I went ahead and washed it, dried it, pressed it, and it came out fine. I mean, this is what it looks like after that's been done, and it looks pretty close to what it looked like when I bought it. So I went ahead and cut out a skirt. So I'm using Butterick 6164. This is from 1992. And it was just in my stash. I go looking, I know what I'm looking for. And so I go flipping through pages in my binders. And I ran across this one and I thought, yes, that's it. That's the one I want. So I think this is going to be fantastic. This is actually another wardrobe pattern. It is a jacket, a top, a skirt, and then shorts, like wide leg, almost like culottes, and all pleated. Now, my only hesitation with this pattern is that the pleats may come down too far, but I'm trusting the pattern gods. I'm trusting Butterick. I'm trusting you. So we'll see, but I think it'll be fine. Now, what I want to show you about this is that, well, I started working on this and then I got a little ways into it and I thought, you know what, I want to make those t-shirts, so I'll just stop. So I've gotten, let's see, that's the wrong side. I've gotten this far. So I've got the side, oops, it's upside down. I've got the side and then I've got the front to do and then the other side panel. Okay, first of all, I marked this stuff, endless dots. I bet I marked 20 dots on each piece, but I marked them all on the same side of the fabric, so it's all the wrong side. And I was able to tell the difference between the right side and the wrong side because this is the same on the right side as it is the wrong side. And I have over here, you can't really see it, it's right here, my Know Me dress that I made recently, and that fabric is the same on the left and the right. And man, I got all turned around. It was ridiculous. I know better. So this I marked up properly and I followed the dots and I did all the things right, and so I'm confident that this will work. But I want to show you the line drawings on this. This skirt, it's pieces 10, 11, and 12. Look at this. Look at those line drawings. That's how the pattern pieces are put together. So those pleats are cut out like a square, and then you have to bring them together and match up the dots. And it's a little tricky, not too tricky, a little tricky, but just odd. I don't know that I've done pleats like that before. I don't know, maybe they're, cutting out the bulk in them. Maybe it's because, there's shorts on one of the pattern. I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway, that, yeah, I worked on that and I'll probably work on that later today. So let me move on into life. First of all, I want to say I hope that we are all keeping those folks in North Carolina and in Tennessee in our prayers because, oh my goodness, I've never seen devastation like that. I've been through tornadoes. I've been through 2 hurricanes. I have never seen anything like that. It was totally out of the blue. They never expected it because how could you expect to have a hurricane? It's the water. It's the water that'll get you. The flooding, the flash flooding. Man, I could not believe what I was seeing. I saw footage of houses just falling off the cliff and like going down the river. Your house, everything in your house. Can you imagine? I mean, I was tearing up. I felt so bad for these people. So there are lots of ways you can help. A lot of faith-based organizations are both giving and they are also boots on the ground. I get the impression, because I've looked at a lot of coverage of this on YouTube. I don't watch TV, I just watch YouTube. And one of the things I heard was the resources are plentiful. People are giving and giving and giving. But the problem is you got to get it to the people who are up on the mountain. So that's the hard part. So my friend Andra she's like a sewing sister. She sent me an Amazon wish list for that area. And she said what they do is the person there takes it over to the fire station and then they distribute everything from there. And they need everything. Can you imagine? Everything. So if you want to give, I will link that list down below. And I will also link something. I'll just link whatever I can find. Speaking of hurricanes, we have another one about to hit us. It will hit us on Wednesday, so a couple of days. That's the thing about a hurricane. It's not like a tornado that comes up out of nowhere and you never know where it's going to go. Hurricanes, you can prepare for. And we've been through a big bad one about 2 years ago, Hurricane Ian. So we know what to expect. And if you don't live in Florida or an area where there are hurricanes on a regular basis, then from the Midwest, from Ohio, I'm a Buckeye, I always thought that hurricanes were all about the wind. Well, yeah, wind, but what will get you is the water. And with Florida is this lattice work of waterways. Like you cannot go anywhere in Florida and not have, quarter mile away from you some kind of a waterway. And it's either a canal or a pond or a lake or a river or a puddle. I mean, they're everywhere. I have what's called a swale out in front of my house. It's like a culvert where it looks like a creek when it rains. But here's the thing, the storm surge will come in and flood everything because those waterways are all open. And so when the wind is whipping up the water, it's all going to come in. And so people who live near the coast have a lot of trouble. And even with Helene, a couple of areas north of me, there are shops on one of the little islands that stick out. And inside the shops, there is 3 feet of water still. It's like, oh my gosh. So that's what's going to get us. No, now with Ian, we were an island because my house sits on a little rise and everywhere around us was flooded, like probably 3 to 4 feet of water on the roads. And the trouble right now is that it's raining. It's raining a lot. So the ground, like up north in North Carolina and Tennessee, the ground is already saturated. So the trouble is going to be, where's the water going to go? And that's what'll get you with a hurricane. So it's Hurricane Milton. It should be here Wednesday. They don't know how what it's going to be strength-wise. They're estimating category 3, which Ian was a 4, so a little less than that. That's good. We are prepared. We've been through this before. We know what to expect. It'll be fine. And I will update you on the community page as I am able, because, no power often with hurricanes also means no internet. But this hurricane is going right up through the middle of the state. And so I don't know what that situation will be, but if I can, I will keep you updated. Okay, I think I will move from those happy thoughts on into a little bit of Jesus. So if you check out about now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're not in the path of the hurricane, but let me know if you are. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Mwah. If you're here for a little bit of Jesus, I just want to tell you, I got to share this with you. This morning for church, my husband and I went and visited at Carmen Salome's church with she and her husband, where they go. And it was wonderful. I knew all the songs for worship. That's just always so helpful. I don't know, worship is my way to connect with God. So when you don't know the song, it's a little bit hard, but I knew them all. And it was wonderful to be able to share that experience with her, and everything about it was good. I would go back in a heartbeat. So the song that we sang at the church this morning, at the end of that, there's a little part where it goes, I've got peace like a river, peace like a river, peace like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, joy like a fountain, joy like a fountain in my soul. Well, appropriate since I'm talking about lots of water. So peace like a river. I hope you have that this week. I hope you are able to just rest in the Lord this week. And a sewing machine would be nice too. And coffee. So I'll leave it there for now. Take care this week. I hope you get some sewing done. I hope the weekend has been great for you, and then on into next weekend. I hope that all of that will be great for you. And I will see you next time. I'll keep you updated on the community page. Don't worry about us. We're going to be fine. God has us right here, palm of his hand. So I will see you next week. And in the meantime, thanks for watching.